Hello everyone! If you're wondering whether to get the Cosmelan Peel or not, is it safe for you? Is it going to work? Is it worth the money? Or you have had the Cosmelan 1 mask applied already, and now you're wondering what to do next and how to apply the Cosmelan 2 and what are the next steps, what's the skin reaction. So I have good news for you. You will find all the answers in that video. I will also show you day by day what is the skin recovering process after the application of the mask. So when you apply the products, you'll be able to see pictures of how exactly your skin should look like, what's the normal reaction, and how much products you should apply on the skin in order to have and achieve the best outcome of the treatment, or the best results from that treatment. I'm Eleonora, a skin specialist with over 14 years of experience in aesthetics, and I'm also one of the first aestheticians in UK to be trained to perform Cosmelan treatment by Mesoaesthetic. I'm also the owner of Dermacure Clinic, a boutique laser and skin clinic based in central London. I have seen absolutely amazing results with Cosmelan Peel on my clients throughout the years I've been using it. From this to this, from this to this, from this to this, this. And I will walk you through the correct way of applying the Cosmelan 2 and the home care products day by day. And at the end of the video, I will give you my professional tips of how to deal with your skin in case of any adverse reaction. That can be excessive redness or swollen face. And also, as another bonus, I will give you an additional tips on what you can add to your Cosmelan treatment regime to achieve the best results. Everything I say is my professional experience performing the treatment on over 250 customers in the past few years. And also some tips I will give you are not even in the protocol of the treatment, but rather my personal case studies and things worked best for my customers, which I not only discovered with my practice, but also made wonder with client skin at the end of their Cosmelan Peel journey. Before I start, I wanted to let you know that I have another video of Cosmelan Peel application, and I will leave the link to that video in the description below, so check it later. I also advise you to have that treatment done by someone who is trained to do that treatment, an esthetician who is trained to perform that treatment, trained with Mesoaesthetic products, and knows the treatment very well, as this is very advanced skin treatment, and I do not advise you to do that treatment at home by yourself, ordering products online. If you by far find the video helpful, please like it and subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me featuring advanced skincare tips and also advanced skincare treatments. Also, if you have any bad experience with Cosmelan Peel, you have any questions based on that video, related to that video, you can put all your questions. I will answer them usually within a few hours. But all your questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help anyone who comments. Let's dive in now. Cosmelan Peel is described by many professionals, doctors, aestheticians, skincare experts, as the world's leading professional pigmentation removal method. The treatment is suitable for all forms of hyperpigmentation, from melasma, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or swollen lentigo, to freckles. And Cosmelan Peel can be used on all skin phototypes, or Fitzpatrick skin type. From very light skin to very dark skins. So everyone can have the treatment done. No restrictions, which is great. The peel specifically targets pigmentation by inhibiting tyrosinase, an enzyme in the melanin skin pigmentation formation process. At the same time, Cosmelan accelerates cellular turnover to remove dead skin cells, lift pigment, soften texture, smooth the skin, and reduce pores and fine lines. I would like to dive in day by day how to apply the products, how to apply the home care products, the products from the home care kit. They've been given to you by your esthetician, or if you've decided to do it by yourself, and the amount of those products. It's very important, and when to apply them. So everything pretty much is according to the protocol, with few more additions, which are purely coming from me as a specialist. So this is the Cosmelan Kit. On the right side we have the home care kit, and on the left side we have the prep solution, and the Cosmelan 1.
And this is the prep solution before the Cosmelan one, and this is the Cosmelan one. So basically we need to make sure that we use the whole solution all over the face, which goes thoroughly remove any oil, and then obviously apply the mask. This is the application of the mask. We need to make sure we cover absolutely everywhere. We can apply a little bit on the neck too, like under the jawline, and just really avoid any moles. Thoroughly apply the mask. Once we finish with the mask application, we need to wait for about 8, 9, 10 hours. It depends how dark our skin is. Lighter skin can leave it for less. So this is how the mask looks like 9 hours after the application. And now the client needs to wash it off. So once she washes the mask off, we can see how the skin looks like. We can see a little redness and not that much puffiness, although some clients experience more. So looks like nothing happened. But then this is the second day, and you can see the more redness and also more puffiness on the skin. Then this is the third day, where we can see you know, a little bit more redness and probably a little slightly more puffiness. This is day 4, where we can see a little cracking around the lips. You can see on that picture little cracking around the lips, where skin starting to peel slightly. And this is day 5, where skin really cracked fully, and now it will start shedding. And then this is day 6, where the skin is really peeling very, very well, quite a lot, especially around the lips area. So day 7, you can see that the skin is getting less red than it used to, and it's still peeling quite a lot, but this is absolutely normal, because obviously during you're using Cosmelan 2, the skin will be still peeling. Here we can see the day 8, where the skin is getting better, so it doesn't peel that much, but still peeling, because the skin will be peeling a month after application of Cosmelan 1, of course, and it will be continuously peeling, but not as much, of course, than the first 2 weeks. This is the before, the actual procedure in the clinic, and you will see now the after pictures as well. So this is the final result 3 months after Cosmelan. She was very, very happy. She managed to clear her pigmentation and also active acne. It was hormonal, so the results were like super stunning. And this is me on day 4, when I did the peel, and you can see the difference between my skin and the customer skin. You can really see me, my skin more like a wrinkly and kind of cracking, slightly different than what that especially client did. You can see my forehead, you can see my sides. I wanted to post my personal experience because I could really take pictures of the process, and it's good to compare both cases. So this is my skin, and actually that doesn't happen with every customer, but my skin really like flake, and not everyone will flake like that. As you can see on the customer before, the skin was a bit more fine, the flakes were like a smaller, and this is basically my skin before and after. So the results were like very good, and I was only using it for about 3 weeks, so I didn't really continue the whole process because my one was very mild.
Here are the 3 products I have prepared for you, so you can see them. The products coming with the Cosmelan home care kit. So those are the products. So we have the Cosmelan 2, yeah, which is basically consisting of similar ingredients like the Cosmelan 1, but they are not as strong. Then we have the Melan Recovery. It's a balm which you should apply after the Cosmelan 2 because that balm will basically help the skin to calm and also just like literally help irritation, because Cosmelan 2 is very strong if it's applied on its own. So we must apply the Melan Recovery and then followed by the SPF.
So now this is the very important bit. Once the mask has been applied on the skin, for different skin types, usually we leave the mask different time, a different duration. So for light skin, we usually leave it for about 8 hours. For dark skin types, we usually leave it for about 9 or 10 hours. It can be 11 or 12. It depends how dark is the skin or how severe is the problem. So here you can see that there are second, third and fourth phase of the, after the application of the mask. And also another very important thing is once you have removed, once you have taken off the Cosmelan 1, you need to apply the Melan Recovery and the SPF only. So you will have to wait about a day or day and a half after the application of Cosmelan 1 before the application of the Cosmelan 2. So let's say if you have applied the Cosmelan 1 on Monday morning and you are very light skin type, you have to wait for 8 hours, wash it off, and then just apply the Melan Recovery and the SPF. And then the next morning again apply the Melan Recovery and the SPF, and maybe Tuesday evening you can apply the Cosmelan 2 and followed by Melan Recovery. So this is important thing to know, otherwise you can burn your skin. So it's very important to wait about a day or day and a half after the application of Cosmelan 1 before you apply the Cosmelan 2. So usually, as I said, Cosmelan 1 we apply for a few hours. It can be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, something like that. Yes, so from here you can see the phase 2. Usually you should apply the product 3 times a day. So Cosmelan 2, Melan Recovery, SPF. Cosmelan 2 at midday, Melan Recovery, SPF, and then again Cosmelan 2 and the Melan Recovery at nighttime, and you of course don't need to apply the SPF. So this is the phase 2, and then phase 3 you can clearly see that you have again the 3 products in the morning. The midday you can just reapply the SPF, and then again application of Cosmelan 2 Melan Recovery at night. And then phase 4 you can have the application of Cosmelan 2 only for the evening. So this is basically what it's on your Cosmelan pack inside, so that has to be followed strictly. Another important thing here is that you have to make sure that you don't apply the Cosmelan 2 more than you should, and the amount of the Cosmelan 2, it's a pea size. So this is again according to the protocol. You shouldn't apply more than a pea size of Cosmelan 2 in the phase 2. You have to do that 3 times a day. So 3 times a day you have to apply a pea size of the Cosmelan 2, followed by Melan Recovery and SPF when we're talking about morning and midday. So this is absolutely crucial to achieve very good results. I had a lot of questions from my customers asking me whether they should carry on with Cosmelan 2. Is it okay if they don't and they stop after they finish the Cosmelan 2 given in the home care kit? The first Cosmelan 2 after the treatment usually will finish within 3 months. You have to carry on with the Cosmelan 2 for about 9 months in general if you really have bad pigmentation, especially if this is melasma. So that means if the pigmentation is still there, you must carry on with Cosmelan 2 for at least 9 months, because the melanocyte cells producing melanin have memory, and it takes them about 9 months to forget that they shouldn't produce unevenly the pigment. So it's really important and crucial for you to use it for 9 months in cases of melasma mainly. If it's any other type of pigmentation, usually it's fine after 3 months.
At the end of the video, as I promised, I will give you my professional tips on what to do in case of any side effects, in case of any adverse reaction after the peel. Although the side effects are super rare, they might appear, and the reason for that is not applying the products correctly. Or if, for example, you're taking any medications and you might have some adverse reaction to the treatment. So if you're taking any medications and you're really not sure if you should get the peel done, for example, you're suffering from something, or you feel that this might be contraindication, or you take some antibiotics, or anything, you can ask any questions in the comment section below. I'll be very happy to answer them. Little redness and a bit of a puffiness is completely normal. But if the skin turns red and is swollen more than it should, and it feels extremely bad, like a lot of burning, you should of course contact your esthetician. In case you don't have one and you have decided to apply the Cosmelan one by yourself at home, which of course I told you I don't advise you to do so, you can first discontinue using Cosmelan. Just stop completely using it. Wash your face with cleanser, just like wash it thoroughly, circle movements, and just discontinue using Cosmelan too. So once you've washed your face, you dry your face, you have to apply Sudocrem. It has anti-inflammatory properties, it has healing properties, and really calming effect on the skin. So it will help you to get your skin back to normal. Sudocrem is very affordable, so everyone can buy it, and you can apply that cream after you wash your face. Apply Sudocrem every morning and evening after you have washed your face, followed by Melon Recovery, which you should have with your Cosmelan Kit, because if you only apply Sudocrem, your skin might get a little bit too dry. But Sudocrem and Melon Recovery together, it will help your skin recover super quick. You can also add SPF on top of Sudocrem and Melon Recovery, if this is in the morning. Apply your SPF, although the Sudocrem has zinc oxide mainly, one of the ingredients, and that basically makes it sunscreen. Follow those steps for a few days, or until you see the skin completely recover. So no redness, no swollenness, no pain, completely recovers. Usually I think it will take about 7 days. So once the skin is fully recovered, you can go back to Cosmelan 2 and carry on with the home care regime advised by your esthetician, or follow the aftercare advice. Another tip I promised I will give you is what can be added to your Cosmelan treatment regime to have the best outcome of the treatment. Sometimes when people use Melon Recovery, can be quite thick, especially people with oily skin. Sometimes can cause clogging of the pores and breakout and make skin look very, very oily. You need to make sure that the skin is very well washed before the application of the Cosmelan 2. So when I say washed, I mean double cleanse, and after that, what you can do, and this is actually my tip, you can tone the skin. But when I say tone, it's better to use toner, which gonna completely remove any oil of the skin, so to prepare the skin for the Cosmelan 2 application. So the Cosmelan 2 can actually go a bit deeper, can penetrate a bit deeper within the skin. The toner must include some retinoids or like salicylic acid, where you're just gonna really wipe the skin, go over with like either cotton pad or some cloth to just use, or like a gauze, apply the toner, and then very, very gently kind of wipe the skin. But of course, be careful, don't rub too hard, because we don't want to remove any of the flakes. When you wash your skin, you kind of have the feeling that the flakes are coming off, that the skin is peeling like under your fingers. So what you can do actually to kind of, first of all, be more gentle, and at the same time help the process a little bit, because sometimes when you have too much dead cells and skin on the face, that's also not good, because the penetration of Cosmelan won't be as good. So what we can do is actually very gently with circle movements go over the eyes, around the go around the eyes, forehead, just all over, cheek area with circle movements. So when you do that, you very gently will help a little bit that desquamation, but we don't want to rub it too much. We don't want to speed up this process. So this is very important. You want to very gently do that. Okay, so this is additional to what I promised already. Make sure you never peel your flakes. You should not touch and do this like that and like that and like that. It's not good for the skin, and actually you are causing immediately pigmentation because skin is not ready underneath. We need to prepare, we need the cells to be ready to basically shed before you do it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video and you'd like to see more videos on advanced skincare, or like just to hear about the latest tips on any lasers, on kind of like peels, any treatments which you're wondering to have, I'll be posting more in the future. If you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and you can ask any questions in the comment section below. I'll be so happy to answer them. I usually get back to everyone within 24 hours, but it can take me only as little as 1 hour. So thank you, and I hope I'll see you in my future videos.